Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Dyson Sphere Program. Right, so last time we set up the research. Now we got a few cubes of research. We got quite a few actually. So we've set up all that. I've literally moved the temporary structures from here and just put that back onto the line here. So this will be our line at the top will be for graphite and the bottom one will be for hydrogen. So the reason why we set this thing up in this way is because this produces hydrogen and refined oil from crude oil, and it produces it as a ratio of where are we? Let's go and check it out. So it produces there we go. So it produces oil at a ratio of 1 hydrogen and 2 refined oil every 4 seconds. Okay, and that goes along to produce the red cubes, but we need 2 and 2 to do the red cubes. Now we can pull the graphite from a coal source and we can transfer it from there, or we can use this recipe, which is the X-ray cracking recipe, which is the one that I wanted, because that takes 1 refined oil, 2 hydrogen, and makes 3 hydrogen and 1 energetic graphite. Now, it makes that, but to make it we need 2 hydrogen. However, this only produces 1 hydrogen. So what we do is in the middle we put 1 here. It will pass a hydrogen and a refined oil one way. That will then produce 3, which will go around the belt, come back into the system and fill itself up, and then the excess will eventually make its way out. However, it will fuel itself, essentially. And we've got enough that we can do it for another one on the other side. And then obviously we repeat that setup, and that's how we make it. So here, if we switch this to X-ray cracking, and we switch this one to X-ray cracking, and we switch this one to X-ray cracking, and we switch this one to X-ray cracking, you can see that it's producing the 3 hydrogen, it's going around, it's collecting these ones up. There we go, that one is full, so it ejects 2, but it takes 1 because it needs to top up. That one needed 1, this one needed 2. They basically look after themselves, and the oil produced in this is enough to power this and this at the same time. So as you can see, the hydrogen stacks up, the graphite, energetic graphite stacks up as well. We're golden. So, 2 things. 1, we obviously need a few different bits and pieces of the research and that, and we also need some storage. So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down one of these right in the middle here. Are we going to do it in the middle here, or are we going to do it in the middle over there? No, we're going to do it in the middle here. Because what I want to do is actually line up our stuff going that way. So actually what we'll do is we'll put it here. So we're going to put our hydrogen storage here, and we're going to link our bottom one into the hydrogen storage, and that's going to go ahead and start storing hydrogen. There we go, spot on. And what we're going to do is we're going to put, we've got excess hydrogen. So as you can see, this is trying to keep up, but it's not quite fast enough. There is our tier 2, so we will come back and we'll check to see whether the tier 2 needs to be upgraded or not. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put our excess hydrogen in here. So like I said, left clicking and holding just allows you to drop the hydrogen in, because I don't want this I don't need this hydrogen in the system, so in my system or in my inventory. And we kind of want it in the system because we want to make the red cubes. So there's not a lot of things that I need for hydrogen, except for hydrogen fuel cells maybe, but that's in a little while because we need refined something or other for that. We need something or other. It's somewhere around, there we are. Hydrogen fuel rods require that titanium smelting. So that's a little way off. It's not a little way off, it's very close actually, but not that. Now we've got an excess of liquid here, and I can't, oh I can kill it. but that deletes it. So I get the tank back, but I don't get what's in the tank. But to be perfectly honest, I don't really care. I didn't need it anyway. Right, so here we go. We've got our hydrogen storing. Now, check this out, okay? Hydrogen, if you store hydrogen in one of these, it goes into 20, okay? So it literally will store 20 items in a stack, okay? Oh, it needs power. So here, it will store 20 items in a stack and then stop stacking. It will go to the next stack, okay? So if you work out these calculations, so that's 20, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we do this, you'll see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's 30 stacks of 20, okay? So that's what, 600 roughly? Yeah, it's 30 stacks. 2 times the, so 2 times, so 3 times 10 obviously is 300. No, it's 30, sorry. 3 times 10 is 300. Yeah, my maths is brilliant. I'm special. That's 30 stacks. 30 stacks of 20 is 3 times the 2, so that's the 60. Yeah, so 600. 600? If it was, there's 200 in a line. Yeah, so 600. However, this stores 10,000. So yeah, much better. That's why we use these instead of stacks, or instead of making them stacks. Much better storage. And you can produce a hell of a lot of this stuff. So when production really does ramp up, there's a lot of things that actually produce hydrogen, and yeah, you can get pretty bogged down with the excess hydrogen. So what you do is you use these because it's easier to store these. Oh, and by the way, these stack. So they automatically connect in the middle, and they will transfer the items from the bottom when it fills up to the next level. Absolutely brilliant. Now, as you can see, this stuff is all backed up. So the hydrogen is, except for the end one, everything else is backed up. Now, we need this one because this is where our biggest storage comes in. But for the time being, we can't do anything about that. So what we're going to do is we're going to put one thing there. We're going to pull out, actually we're going to put another one on top, because I think we might be able to, we can't go directly from there, so what we'll have to do is go from the top one, and then if we do up 2, we can put that conveyor belt there, and I'm pretty sure we can go from there to there then. There we go. Yeah, so we can go from the second tier to the next tier down, right? So we need another couple of power poles. We are going to have to automate the production of those power poles because I'm getting sick and tired of running out of them. I know I said that I probably wouldn't because it's easier to make, but yeah, it would be a lot easier to just go over there and pick them up, and then that's it. Okay, power pole. There we go. Right there. There we go. So as you can see, this storage, and it will fill up the bottom one, and it will do all that kind of crap. So, I'm pretty sure if you put a thing on the bottom, so you see this is linked to the bottom one, and then link one of these to the bottom, it will output the items from the top. It acts as a single storage. So very cool. Alright, so we need some of that anyway. But what we're going to do is we're going to zip over to the power, and we're going to grab ourselves some graphite from there because we've got an excess over here, and we're going to lob that in. There we go. Okay, now we're all full, we're all good. Okay, this, I have automated some other production. I have automated this production. These come in stacks of 50, which is kind of cool. Right, so what I did was I used one variant of this, So the actual bottom line is feeding in, and then I'm feeding it out the top line, so it's going in and then coming out that way. It's kind of cool. Alright, so we're storing our hydrogen, we're up to 400 and odd, and we're storing this, we're up to 300 odd. So now what we need to do is start automating the production of these red cubes. Now obviously we could start here, but then we'd have to thing, so we're going to start over here, because I want to feed the items out and then take them off the belt. And we're going to do 3 lines of these. We are going to build some more of these because we're going to put these, we're going to stack them up. But we will do that once we've configured this basic setup. So red cube, and red cube. And then what we're going to do is we're going to output our items. So this one here is going to come directly from the base storage, so the bottom storage, directly out, and we are going to do straight there. We're not going to do straight there, so we need to move these over again. Damn it. So I always put those in the wrong place to begin with. The storage here will be fine for the new bigger storage, so we're just going to run that there, and we're going to run this one parallel. And we're going to take from these two. Now, because we're using the speedier sorters, we should be good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take out from you, and we're going to take out from your second one so that we can keep up. And then you are automatically going to export your crap anyway. We are going to put you down here, here, and here. And then obviously we moved the power pole, we've got plenty more space. The power pole was only there because we wanted to link that up anyway. So we can remove that power pole now just so that it's out of the way. And then what we'll do is we'll hook up some more power here and here, because we're going to expand out that way, and we're also going to bring the red cubes back that way. Alright, so that's cool. So we're going to set you guys back up to red cubes, and you're all good, and then we're going to literally feed these in. So one in there, same deal all the way through, and we're going to start with our red cube production. Now what we want to do is bring the red cubes back the opposite direction, because I want to store them. I don't want to, well, I do want to store them, but I'm going to bring them back this way, because what I'm planning to do is pave over that area and just have all of our production over here. The blue cubes we will, I mean obviously look, we've got a massive amount of blue cubes at the moment, which is cool, so we'll sort those out in a moment. But yeah, what I want to do is bring that back over this side so that we can do the blue cube production. So this is producing quite a bit already, as you can see, and we've got a nice little stack. So what we'll do is we will put an exporter on each one of those, and as you can see that will then export quite happily, and there's our line of red cubes. So what we need to do now is obviously go get the blue cubes and the red, so that we can combine them with the red cubes, and then we're all good. Now you guys over here were always going to be temporary, so what we're going to do is we're going to take you down, and you too, and then we're going to clear this up, because this was always temporary. So these and these were always supposed to be this, right? So we're good. Now these we might not have enough. Alright, so we're good with that top one. That bottom one is full, so we're not going to have enough storage for that, but we will go grab that in a second. Now over here, if I can remember where, or is it over that direction? Might be that direction actually. So one of these directions I actually found a whole bunch, so a copper and an iron node right next to each other, and there we go. So if we follow these power poles all the way, we'll find those two nodes. Now obviously we need to bring that back, so we're going to bring it back along here, and we're going to set it down so that we'll bring the blue cubes in here, and we'll have the whole area here to go around and around and sort out the cube. So we are going to set down our things here like so, and we're going to do 3, We're not going to be greedy at the moment. We're just going to do 3, and we're going to do those there. We're going to get rid of this because that's in the way. So we'll reposition that one over there for the, well, we'll reposition it in a minute. Right here, we're going to bring the red cubes along the front and then up the side. Actually, we're going to leave it along the front for the moment. We're going to stop it right at the very end there, so that we don't overrun. And then we're going to pour the red cubes in, like so. They're going to do research, that's going to do research, and that's going to do research, and then we're going to feed it power in the middle, like so. Alright, so that's now feeding in the red research. The red stuff is coming out. What we will do is we'll put a couple of things here and stack them up so that we get the actual red cubes will back up. Over there, we're going to go and get the blue cubes now. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to run the red, so the blue cubes will come in from this direction, and they will run down here and around that side, because then that way we can expand this way. We'll go from there, so we can expand this way. Actually, no, I had it right the first time, it was that one. And we're going to get rid of this. And the red cubes are going to go around that way at some point. So they're going to go this way, and then we'll stack up even more going that way. However, the research, so the red cubes will go that way, the research will then go that way, and we should be all good. So this one here is going to come along the front to here, and then we're going to import the blue cubes once this is finished making. Come on, get over here. Right, so you are going to pull into there, you are going to pull into there, and once you're built, you're going to pull into there as well. So you're going to go boom and in there. So the blue cube production is going to be over that way. So it's going to come in from that way, but for the moment, temporarily, we're going to move the blue cubes manually. So we're going to dump those in there, and we're going to go get the rest of them. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put just a spare one of these down. Now, if you control click in any of this area, it will transfer as much of your inventory across into that storage as possible. And that's what we're going to do, because that whole storage, then if I can control click those out, then I've got all of that item as well. So now I can move all of those items in one go, like so. Alright. And we'll control click back into here, and then we're all good. Right, we'll pick that one back up. So we'll destroy that, pick that up. There we go. Alright, so that's that. We need a power pole over here, so we'll stick one there, and we should be good to go. There's the blue cubes, and now watch as the blue meets the red. There we go. Oh, there's a flashing yellow down here, so that needs a power pole. There we go. As these ones fill up, this next one will fill up, and then when this reaches the maximum, then it will move down to the last one. So it will eventually get there, but it won't happen until the first are at capacity. So that's at capacity, so now it's moved down to the last one. So once you hit capacity and you keep it going, it's perfectly fine. It'll be alright. We've got a massive problem with the red production here because we've run out of space and we can't wait for our T2. So what we're going to do temporarily, is we are literally just going to put this to there and that to there, so that that will fill up. And there we go. Right, so that is our buffer. That will keep the production going. We're not going to need it for very long because we're going to get our T2 storage, or our Mark II storage, and that's going to be a hell of a lot better than it is right now because it's massive. Right, so you're good, and you're good. So you're churning through the research quite happily there. We're producing quite a few of these red cubes. We've got a backup of everything, so we can easily get another few of these out. In fact, actually, there's easily do another few of these right now, so we'll do all of those. Because we can certainly boost this. We've got plenty of yeah, we've got plenty of everything coming in, so we've got an excess coming in there. Once we put another layer on there, or a couple of layers on there, then we'll have even more, so that'll be good. So let's just do that. We'll do that, and then we'll put another layer on top, and then we'll put another layer on there. Well, we'll put one more layer on there. There we go. So all of these are now running, so that's cool. So we've got enough production to fuel those, that one, and we've got enough production here of the cubes to boost that, and now the research is going quite good. So we're up to 2 seconds left, 1 second, and we're done. Now, okay, so that's cool. We've got those. Now these things require those, so that's why I did those in the first place. So we're going to have to go and make some of those, but for now, we're really good. Right, so it's these that I want, those large storage. So what we're going to do is we're going to go get some large storage. So we need this stuff, and then we need to make that large storage. Oh no, we can't make that large storage yet because it hasn't researched it yet. It's still researching it. Alright, so what we're going to do instead is we're going to grab some of that, and we're going to make... Now, can I make it? I don't... Yes, I can. Right, there you go. So we're going to make some of this stuff. Now, it doesn't... This makes one, so we need some of that, we need some of that. So if we go over here, we should be able to pick up this and get a few of this. So we need the stone bricks, and we need the iron, or the steel, should I say, to make these. Now these things are basically little squares. So this is where you go into the environment modification, and you can basically modify it. So what we're going to do is we're going to need this for one of the power poles. So the ocean over here is a bit too deep, or a bit too far. So we're going to need to basically go across the ocean here. There we go. So you see this gap here, it's way too far. So what we're going to do is we're going to hit the modification. Now there's two. We can either do this and lay the foundations here, as you can see, but you can see the foundation. You see it? Foundation? Or you can hit this button, which I prefer, and it will hide it and put it back to terrain. And then obviously once we've done that, we can then span our pole. Now we're good. Now we've got power where we need it. So it only does a level. You can't go up. You basically just fill stuff in and it makes it all nice and level. So yeah, maybe they will bring something else in the future, who knows. But at the moment we've got our iron and our copper node right here, so we're going to literally try and get this in the best position possible. It needs foundation support, so whenever you see needs foundation support, if you just give it some foundation support like so, you can then build on it. See? Right, I think that's as good as we're going to get. So let's do an output here, and then we're going to run it over here. We're going to run it to there because we're going to bring the other one down that way, and then we've got plenty of room to make our production. So that's cool. What are we going to do? We need another one of these. We're going to go the other way. Actually, we're going to go that way because I want to do there. And then what we'll do is we'll pull that out to here and then across, and we're going to bring them that way. Perfect. We've got larger storage now, which is good. Right, so let's get some larger storage. I know that we've got one because we don't even get given one at the moment. Right. All right, we're going to need some stone, so I'm going to have to go and get that in a minute. Right, let's get over there so that we can get this one made. We've got one power pole left. Nice. Okay, so this power pole is going to be moved to here so that that can cover that, and then obviously we'll be good. So you should be all good now. You should make all these things and they should all now work. Alright, that power pole and that thing is going to be made, so boom, that one goes on, that one goes on, and then our output comes through here. Now we need some more supplies, so we're going to have to go back. Flight mode, very handy. A lot faster than walking. So we just literally follow the power poles. Alright, so we're running out of power again, so we're going to need to go and generate some more power, which is relatively straightforward because we've got all the pieces here to make power. So we've got 2 here already. We need a couple more, so we need some of those and we need that. So if we go over to the bar, and we'll just grab a whole bunch of this. In fact, actually, if we, you know what would make it easier is if we actually flew over here and just grabbed a couple of stacks out of there. That would be a lot easier. So now if we fly back over here, we should be able to land where our blue cube production was, and now we should have all the items that we require for our blue cube production in one place. So again, it's the stuff that we actually need, so that's kind of cool. Look, see? And now we're getting a surplus of it, so that's even easier. So let's grab a couple more power stations. We need some of those, so we'll grab this, a couple hundred from there, and then we'll make as many as we can. That's gonna work. So we'll go over to here. The production for this, low fuel, I wonder why. Is it because, well, you guys are working quite happy. You guys are fine, but it might be because you guys can't get enough fuel down there. Is it too slow, these things? They might be too far away, so maybe I'll run a thing down the middle or down the side. We'll do it from behind. I think that might be the way to go, actually. Alright, so if we go... Ooh, deuterium, cool. So if we go grab some of these, and then we run that way and around the back. I don't need it to go quite that far around the back, but so if we do that, we want it down to about here-ish. I deleted another wind thing. Oh well, never mind. Right, so we'll whack that in and we'll sort this guy out to go. I suppose we're going to be getting rid of another one. Oh well, never mind. Right, you can get out of the way because you're pissing me off. There we go. And then you guys can go. Come on, build these. Thank you. Alright, you can go into there. And then we can have one going that way. And then one going that way. And then you can go into there, going that way and that way. There we go. And then you should fill up from both ways. Both ways. That's a bit slow, so let's increase the speed of this by doing that and then outputting 2 more, 1 more, 2 more. There we go. Right, so you're out. Yeah, I've got to wait for them to fly over. There we go. Boom, boom. All right, so you should now back up there, but then filter out here. So there should be a lot more coming this way, and there is. So that's cool. Now you're starting to build up an excess. You are indeed. What about the middle one? Yep, middle one too. Okay. So the next power we're going to put where? We're going to put it on this line because this is probably the best feed. So we'll put it this way round and we'll go this way this time. We're only going to shove a couple down because we're not going to need them soon. So like that, and then we need, that's a bit too far, but yeah, you get the idea. No, that is a bit too far. That shouldn't really be that far away. So let's cut this here, and we'll put a sorter in the middle, like so. So R, tab to change it, and then we will refeed the sorter like so, and then put the additional, there we go, like so, and then that way we can feed this, and that should all be good. Once this feeds up, we should be alright. We might need a second. Maybe we can't put a second one in there. That should be good enough with those 4. Yeah, there we go. That's all backed up now, so we've got enough. So what's our power like? We're on 33 and we're producing that. Alright, yeah, that should be good for now. Right. Now we need the blue production again. So what do we need? We needed some different stuff. So we needed a bunch of these, which we've got. We needed a bunch of those, which we've got. We need a bunch of these, which we don't got. Okay, so while we're here, we might as well grab the resources. Oh shit, look. Alright, that we don't need. So basically, if you drag something out and then press delete, you get rid of it. We don't need that stuff. We don't need that either, because we've tons of that. We've got tons of that. That we can get rid of. That we can get rid of. The rest of the stuff I want to keep hold of. So let's get a couple of those. And let's see if we can knock out a couple of these. There we go. That's much better. Right, so we've got those. We've got the smelters, which is what we need for that stuff. We're going to need to do these, which I believe we've got enough of as well. So let's have a look. We need power poles, that's it. So if we grab another massive amount of that and some more of those, we should be able to create some power poles. There we go. And then what else do we need? Right, so we've got that, we've got one more of them, so that's fine. We need some more of this, which we can do 20 of. So let's bump this up to 10 and just do the whole lot. We've got plenty of those, we've got plenty of those, and we've got plenty of those. Alright, that should be okay. We've got plenty of sorters and we've got plenty of actual conveyor belts now. Alright, they're T1 conveyor belts, but we'll deal with those soon. Okay. Come on. So we can ramp up the red cube production just by expanding out those different bits. And the blue cube production, we could actually go that way, but I'm going to go this way. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this and extend our line. We're going to do this same thing over here. And then we're going to do exactly what we did before, which was build a whole bunch of crap and then hope that it all works. So here we're going to need to produce, so the blue cubes we need to produce obviously these and these. So these are copper and iron, and these are the other crap. You know what? Maybe we should do it in that direction actually, because then we can reinforce the nodes. We're going to do it in that direction. So I'm going to change my mind yet again. Purely and simply because we can come back in this direction. Alright, so we're going to do it in this direction now, because then I can produce a lot more short term, more actually long term actually. Yeah, there we go. Right, okay. So from here we're going to build a whole bunch of smelters, because all of these items, so all the blue cube items are just literally, I mean, except for the roundy things, but we'll sort those out. It's just iron and copper. So pretty straightforward, iron and copper. So let's do the iron and copper first. So what we're going to do is on the copper, we are going to go from here and we're going to set this one up. So we're going to go boom, and we're going to go, you are going to make copper sheet, and then we're going to shift right click, or shift left click, sorry, and then we're just going to build a whole bunch of them. How many we got there? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 of those. We are then going to run a line for the outputs, like so. Ooh, 1 mecha speed. Look how fast I go now. I know, it's insane. Right, so we're going to run you to there, so that's cool. So now what we need to do is put you in there. Like so. Crap, we're running out of these. But I can make more because I've got the T1 ones. So, oh shit, I've run out of those as well. Oh crap. Alright, anyway, we've got a couple, so we can use those. We've got a couple more being made. So we've got 4 more of these big ones, and then we should be good. Alright, what about power poles? I don't think we have enough power poles. We have plenty now, I think. Right, so that's all that. So these can then output onto the belt. Like so. There we go. And then we'll have a steady stream of those items. Over here, we are going to do exactly the same, just with the iron. So we're going to put one in the corner here, and then we're going to we're going to sort that one out, and then we're going to shift left click, sorry, and then we're going to do that, and we're just going to go along here. So we want 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we want 8 of those. We then move that across. So now we can increase the volume. So that's cool. We're also going to put in some other bits in here. We might even do a second stream, I'm not sure, but let's put those in there. So they go in from here, and then we spin it round and we go from out from here. So we'll go there to there. That should give us our out. Like so. And then when these last ones are finished, we should be good. There we go. Our production for the red cubes is still behind the blue at the moment. So you can see up in the top left hand corner, we're still waiting on red production. So we're okay at the moment for building this stuff. So let's do that there, and then we'll put one down here somewhere. That should cover all of the extras. There we go, sorted. So now we've got the plates coming out of both sides. Now obviously, as these fill up to 100, then this will obviously be better. And we'll reinforce the node at some point. I don't know how much we've got coming out of this one. This one is, let's have a look. So we've got what coming, I need to be closer. So what have we got coming out of this one? Covers 7 veins, 145k, so 210 a minute. This one does 240 a minute, so there's a couple more veins. And these things do 60 a minute. Lack of material. Yeah, so this is not... So we're going to have to reinforce these nodes now rather than later. We need those and those, which funnily enough, we've got an abundance of crap coming off of here. So we should be good with those. So I'm guessing it's just the iron ones that I don't have. Yeah, there we go. So if we grab a whole bunch of these, the backing up of this will work just so long as we're not actually outputting stuff. So what we're going to have to do is reinforce this node anyway, just to get the production to peak. So let's get rid of that, and then we'll spin that round. It needs support, so we need more of these. Okay, I don't have any more, so let's see if we can make some. We can make 2. Wow, cool, awesome. We might need to reinforce the node that way, so even if we've got 2, we should be not good. Alright, fine. Whatever. Might not be able to reinforce this node right now. Because if I do it there, it's only going to bring out 107. If I do it over here, it's 167-ish. You know what? Let's leave it as it is for the moment. We'll deal with that in a minute. let's just get the rest of this done. So this one will definitely need to be reinforced because I'm going to be building a whole load of other stuff on it. So if we go to here and grab that one, and then we'll output it down. I want the outputs to be in the middle. So if we do this and come down here, so the output will be here, and then they will be, so what am I making on this one? Oh, I'm making those on this one. So it's this directly to that. So actually we could do just a straight line, like so. I want the outputs to be roughly the same-ish place. So we'll go from the end here, we'll configure this one, and we'll put that to this. We don't need as many of these, I don't think, or I've never really needed as many of these. So why did I do that when I can just shift click? That helps. So we'll do 5 of these for the moment. Let's get that crap in. So that's going in. We need a power pole, which we don't really have a problem with at the moment. So we'll trigger power pole there. Those outputs are going to come along that section. We can always go up if we need any more, but this means that I'll be able to bring the out. That doesn't look good. Let's move that and move that, and then move this in one. So it gets to there and it needs to go out. That's it. So here it'll go past the power pole then. Perfect. And then our outputs will go directly onto here, like so. And then all we just need to do is build them over here. So over this section we are going to build them and put them together. So over in this section we're going to need what? We're going to need them all converging. So what we'll do is, where is the biggest amount of space? Actually, we've got plenty of space down here, so we can loop it round, because we've got to go back in that direction. That's the quickest way home. So we'll go there and loop it back round. So what we'll do is, I know that this looks stupid, but it's a little bit better for expansion. So we can expand this infinitely then. That goes to there. This output line goes to there. And then from this section, we go up 1 there. Oh, actually, and across 1, because this has to come up to here. And then we can go across whatever belts and stuff are there over to this bit. And then you can come to this bit, or here, and then you can come down to there. And then you can just come straight down there. So now we've got our 3 lines, like so. And then if I move my little dude so that this can get built quicker, we've got our 3 lines of stuff. So now I can put these along the edge where they all meet, so there, and then I can configure these to whatever I need them to be. So this one would be what? So this one would be that or that. Either one doesn't matter. So we're going to configure you to those, I think, because we need some of those out anyway. So once you're built, we'll configure you. So we'll configure you to that, and we'll put a couple of them. We'll put maybe 4 to begin with. Like I said, we can always expand this. This is the whole point of doing it. We can expand up and across and wherever. We are going to put another one of you here, and you're going to be configured differently. So you're going to move over there so that they can complete those. We're going to put some power poles in here, like so. Come on, Actually, we're going to put the power pole over the other side because I don't want it there. We are going to have to put power poles this side, but I don't want it there for the moment. We'll do that in a minute, actually. We'll do the power poles in a minute. Right, so you're good. So if I walk over here, these should then do the closest ones first. So we'll get those sorted. So that's our 3 input lines coming in. So we should get all of our stuff here, and then we can feed them into here and output them that way. So you are not going to be one of these anymore. You are going to be one of those. Should I have gone down a little bit further? No, it doesn't matter. Right, we're going to put you and you and you. So we're going to have 4 of you guys, and we're going to bring you the lines up together anyway. Lack of item, shite. Right, you finish building them. You power, it's fine. Right, so we need to go back. You really have no power there? Alright, come on, get back in. Let's go. And we're going in that direction. Kind of like a straight line-ish. Might actually be easier to... Oh, we can go straight down that way. Yeah, that would work with that. The red production, as you can see, is kind of cool, and the blue production, look at that. It's so nice at night. It really is. Let's turn that off. Look at that. That looks awesome at night. Right, anyway, in the wrong place. What do I need for... What did I need? I can't even remember. Oh, yeah, I ran out of these. So let's grab a couple of those. Let's grab another stack of these. Do we need more of them? Can't hurt. So let's get over there and get some of those as well. There. So we get another lot of those. What else did we need? We needed... I'm pretty sure that was it. Alright, cool. So what we could do is, you know, here, this is where our power generation is now. I'm thinking if I go in this direction, just like that way. Yeah, there we go. If I go in that direction, that's a lot quicker, so I could actually go straight that way and hook up. So boom and boom, yeah, that would be cool. Alright, so that's where our production's going to go here then. So there's the outputs, there's the inputs, so let's fix up the rest of these inputs, like so. And then let's get down there and get these inputs hooked up. So these ones require those 2 oh shit, wrong one. Wrong line, you div. That's the wrong line. You know why that's... Oh, I can go all consumption and speed. Okay, so this is the right line. So if we take you and then go like so and hook you up there, you're going to be golden. We'll hit the end and we'll just pull all of this out. There we go. Now we've got a clean conveyor. Once these are finished, we should actually get the right product through and around, and we should be good. Right, you are going to accept this and this. Is that right? Yep, perfect. Okay, so you're going to accept this and this. So are you. So are you. Now you are going to accept that and that. No, don't output to there. Input, you dick. You're going to input there and take it from there and there, there, and there, there, and there. Sweet. Alright, so they're all working. So now we switch to the back and we're going to output onto 2 lines. So we're going to output 1 line to here, and then the second line will be literally the same place for the moment while we work out just exactly where that needs to be. This needs to output onto the first line. So these ones go to the first line. These ones are going to go to the second line. So we're going to output you to the second line. I'm going to wait while these are, let's move up, and then output these to the second line, like so. Alright, so we've got our 2 lines of products. We need another power pole, I take it, over here somewhere. Yeah, there. So we'll do that. Right, you are good. Now we need you guys. So we're going to have you guys right the way down the center. So we're going to put you here, like so. And then we're going to build you up as well. I don't know how much this is going to produce, but I'm really not bothered. It's going to be good because we can expand it, so it's not going to be a massive issue. We are going to put power poles either side, like so, and then you should be good. Right, so now we'll run these. This one along there, this one comes in one, and then along there, and then we input from one there, one there, one there, one there, and the last ones, come on, let's get these hooked up, in, and then a power pole right in the middle, sorted. Now we're producing cubes. Nice, look, and we've got a steady stream of stuff as well. That is not looking too bad. I'm hoping that we'll have enough stuff to produce quite a lot of things once we get sorted. Alright, cool. Now we just need to run it from here. So we'll run it along here. Where am I? Come on, Mecca, around here. Sort that shit out, because we are going to watch as a steady stream of these little blue things move along with us. So there's our blue things. This direction seems to be the quickest, so straight up, over and in. That is what we're going to do. You know, this is going to be, oh crap, need fuel, there we go. That's not good. Oh, I didn't realise I needed fuel. We're going that way anyway, so I mean, it's not like we're gonna miss it. Like we'll get the fuel in a minute. All right, here it's just gonna go literally. That's horrible. Like there. Why can't you just go in a straight line? Because you're jumping and snapping. Let's not snap you. How do we not snap? Shift. There we go. That's a bit better. I want to go straight through the middle. Whoa, stop snapping. This is so bad. Let's fly over here. Let's fix this one. Oh, actually I can't fix that one, so yeah, that's good. Where are we going? We're going in, we're going in that direction. So we could actually take Meridian, right? Could actually take, there's a line that goes that way there. Could take that down really. So we could take the straight line down to there. I need more power. I need way more power first. Alright, we're going to come back to you. I can't even run, I can't even jump, I can't even do anything. We're literally out of power. So we need to walk back to where my power is, and it's going to be there. So we're going to go straight down there and then cut across. That's what we're going to do. So we're going to cut across here somewhere. You in range? Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll fill you up. So we'll take you out and we'll fill you up. There we go. There's one more there. Alright, so my building is what's causing the problem. But that's fine. We'll get over it. It'll be alright. So there's going to be one long conveyor. It's a good job conveyors don't require power. Makes it a lot easier, doesn't it? Come on, keep building. Come on. You'll see a lovely... Come on, a lovely stream of blue. Come on. We do need to fix this bit, so like so. But we should have a lovely stream of blue in a second. Come on. Fix that little... I should really go closer, but I can't be bothered because I've got to come back this way anyway. Come on, I just want the blue stuff. Boom. Okay, so I can travel faster than my drones, which is not a good idea, considering I need them. Right, so we've got a little bit of power, so let's jump over to here. So where do we need to go now? We need to go that direction. So what we're going to do is we're going to go straight down this and then cut straight across is what we're going to do, like that. Rather than zigzag all the way over, we're just going to straight line. That's the idea. Look at this blue train. Look at that. That's so cool. I wonder if you can see it's in space. That looks so cool. That does look cool. All right, so let's get across here. We'll land on the other side, and then we'll let these guys catch up with the building. And then we'll build the next section, which is here. So we're going to go that way now. Like here. And then just boom, that way. Like that. Come on. Build. No, don't build that extra bit there. Build this bit. Because this is the bit that's stopping them from going. There we go. Now I'll build this bit. That looks so cool. There's a massive great line of blue. So good. Alright, we'll get rid of that one. And we're going to go around that side. So we need to line it up, really, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Still got plenty of conveyors, which is good. And then we'll do a right turn there and go across, like so, that way. So let's get moving. The longer flight time, the longer it takes them to build shit. Come on, get a move on. Right, oh, we got production as well. Right, there we go. Crystal smelting? No, not yet. There are a couple of things. Hydrogen fuel rods are good. Do we really need them right now? What we want is upgrades. We want upgrades. This one requires yellow, so we're not going to use that one. Logistics requires yellow. That one requires yellow. That one requires purple. Bloody hell. That one's yellow. That one's red. So we'll activate that one because that's stacking. So 2 levels of lab and 1 layer of vertical construction, so that's a good idea. Sails we'll get at some point soon. Mecha sail definitely, then mecha sail speed, but we'll do that one. Construction drones speed definitely. More fuel, that's a good one. 1 construction zone and 1 extra line of inventory. We've got this one up here requires purple, this one doesn't, so more speed definitely. What about here? No, that's fine. Alright, so that's all of the... Do I want the next upgrade on that one? Not particularly. Sorter Mark 3 stacking. We've got stacking Mark 1, so that's fine. These are all yellow cubes, which I don't have at the moment, so we're not going to bother with that. Polymers would be good. All of this sort of stuff like leads into some really cool things. Like the thrusters, which is reinforced thrusters, which is like little ships and stuff. Really, I don't really know where I want to go from now, but if I get the mecha sail, then I'm going to another planet, so I definitely want this. Planetary logistics we definitely want as well, but we require the thruster for that. Energy storage is a good one. Crystal requires the energy storage. So the thruster is this one, so we have to get this one unlocked, but our queue is now full, although give it a second and it won't be. That's quite cool. Right, so we've got our next lot of research queued. Right, so the blue ones we're going to go like so, and we're going to get these blue to that section. If it's not going to kill us because we can't die, although this little dude does have hit points. Look, it has hit points. I just don't know how to kill him yet. I'm sure they'll bring that in a future update. Okay. We are almost there. We're going there and there. I mean, look at that. Right, one layer of storage again, so we can go higher. We can go higher. Right, so we're going to go over to here, which is the blue line. Press R and flip it, and that is going to make our lives blue. And this, you remember I said about this storage? Yeah, this storage is now going to become obsolete. So we are going to build the tier 2 storage, but we're going to build it back here because this is where we're going to actually need the storage. So we're going to build this up 3, or can we do 4? No, we can only do 3 at the moment, so that's fine. And what we're going to do is we're going to go 1. We need the little fuckers to do this. Right, okay. Come on, hurry up and build this shit, man. Fuck. Takes so long. Right, you in, 2 out. So 1 in, 2 out. That way it will keep the speed up for when we actually need it to come out. So here we're going to grab as many as we can, and we're going to shove as many as we can in there, and then we're going to grab as many as we can again and shove as many as we can in there, and then we're going to delete this one because we don't need it anymore. We've got this storage over here. Now I know that we're going to produce these way more than we're actually going to need, so I always forget about the production, so I'm going to put in another bunch of storage just there, just because I know that we're going to definitely run out of storage at some point, because as soon as I forget about the research being done, everything backs up. Also, we're going to expand this at some point, so yeah, having a big storage here will be really useful. Now press R and you can spin it around, and then we're going to put 2 lots in here as well, like so, and we're going to stack those. Nice. So we're going to have a massive amount of storage, like so. Like, you can come out, that's it, come out, and then you go in, and oh, actually you just go straight directly into that. Not what I was looking for. I was looking for you coming out onto there and you coming out onto there. So that means that yes, they do go in there and then come back out, but as soon as it starts to back up, we should be good. So as soon as we hit the, so when we start to do the yellow matrix, then everything else is still going to be ticking along, trying to make these blue and the red ones. And obviously the better techniques that we have for the red and more planets we have, the better we'll generate all this crap. So yeah, trust me, it'll work. It'll be fine. Right, and we'll just put 2 on the top there just for completeness. Right, so now we should have a mass amount of storage for the cubes. Now the cubes over here should be, look at that, they are going up at a rate of knots, which means that we are producing them quite steadily back home. They're getting to here and they're just being stored because there's just too many of them. We don't have enough red storage to speed up that entire red production, to speed up that entire thing. Now, I'm guessing we could probably take that and put that on there and give us a little temporary boost. Can we give ourselves a temporary boost if we go down there to there? So that should be a lot of crap coming out of here, going onto here, and then onto there, and onto there. And then that way we'll get rid of all the crap that's in here, but we'll actually boost the production, which is not the production that we need. Actually, we need graphite. Funnily enough, we need graphite. Okay, so we need more graphite. Are we getting all the graphite out of the system that we should be? Yes, we are. Okay, so we just need more of these things and better graphite. More graphite. More graphite. However, that little production line over there and our little red production line here is literally increasing us. You know, we're producing way more blue cubes than we actually need. We're not producing as many red cubes, but you know, we're getting there. We're halfway, well, not even halfway, a quarter of the way of our storage. However, because we can get another level, we will shove one on there, so that's cool. The graphite problem. Graphite is our problem. However, we got a ton of graphite over here, so maybe I can go and steal. Oh, we haven't got a ton of graphite. Actually, we're running out, but never mind. Let's go steal some, like so. And we'll go and boost our production temporarily because I want to see some of this extra research. It'll be good to get to another planet, for instance. So, oh, and let's check out our fuel. There we go. I knew our fuel was going to be a problem. Stupid thing. Right, okay, so there, we're going to keep those two in our system. And then this should boost up all of that right there. It's cool. So yeah, we just need to graphite. So we've got oil all around us. Graphite only comes from coal, so it's only there. Maybe we'll just go and find the nearest coal node and do that. But anyway, that has been a massively long episode. But we have got the blue cubes moving really well, and the red production is now back up once we've moved across our graphite. So we're going to blast through this next set of research. And we'll get this sort of stuff up to scratch. I'm going to expand out this whole production here so that we've got a lot more graphite being produced. I'll probably 3 or 4 times this size, to be honest. And what I might do is actually get a drive engine, cool, sweet. Unlocks the mecha sail, so we can actually fly between planets now. What I'll do is find another coal node so that we can reinforce our graphene production, and then and we'll do a smart splitter for that, so that we'll prioritize one over the other. So that will be good. All right. Anyway, I have been Syntosis. You have been absolutely freaking awesome if you got to the end of this video, because like seriously, you don't realize how long this shit takes, but you have seriously been awesome. Laters.